Здравствуйте, уважаемые друзья! Утро, за бортом 22 градуса. И, собственно, продолжаю череду новостей со всего мира. Сейчас будем слушать новости, на сей раз англоязычные. Вот, сейчас идет всякие разные, там, не знаю, рекламные слова на радио Вермонт, как обычно. И дальше мы будем слушать новости.
With the app on your smartphone and at vpr.org.
Major funding for On Point is provided by Geico, offering auto insurance coverage for cars, trucks, or SUVs, and providing 24/7 customer service. More information on auto insurance at geico.com or 1-800-947-AUTO.
From NPR and WBUR Boston, I'm Kimberly Atkins. This is On Point. Is there a generational gap when it comes to how much Americans value things like patriotism, religion, and family life? A new Wall Street Journal NBC News poll suggests so. Fewer young people say having children, believing in God, and patriotism are very important compared to their parents and grandparents. What does that mean about the way different generations see the country and themselves? Up next on Point are changing American values. First, this news.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. Tropical storm Dorian is getting closer to the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Hurricane watches are posted there and 4 other Caribbean islands. The storm's top sustained winds are 60 miles per hour. But meteorologist Dennis Feltgen of the National Hurricane Center says Tropical Storm Dorian is going to get much stronger.
Well, we do expect it to be a hurricane when it's east and northeast of the Bahamas and taking aim at somewhere along the southeastern United States coastline, whether it's Florida, Georgia, or the South Carolina coast. For the center, it's way too early to determine that.
But the National Hurricane Center does forecast that the storm could crash into the eastern United States by late Sunday night. Meanwhile, the Coast Guard has closed ports in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands ahead of Tropical Storm Dorian. That is expected to strike the area today. The Department of Homeland Security says it's going to shift millions of dollars to enforcement efforts at the U.S.-Mexico border. NPR's Claudia Grisales says House Speaker Nancy Pelosi describes the move as stunningly reckless with a tropical storm about to hit Puerto Rico.
DHS will move $271 million in emergency money to support the Trump administration's border efforts. That includes $155 million in FEMA funds that will be used for new detention beds and facilities for court cases instead. House Democrats on the move. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said diverting money at the start of hurricane season for the border was, quote, backwards and cruel.
NPR's Claudia Grisales reporting. Federal prosecutors in Northern California and the FBI have announced fraud charges against a one-time Google executive. This is for allegations of stealing trade secrets in connection with the tech giant's self-driving car program. From member station KQED in San Francisco, Peter John Schuler has more.
Federal officials allege 39-year-old autonomous vehicle pioneer Anthony Scott Lewandowski downloaded critical engineering and business files from Google's self-driving car program shortly before quitting the company.
Какая-то техническая заминка. Сигнал прервался. Сейчас восстановится, я полагаю.
Peter John. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 22 points at 25,799. The Nasdaq is down more than 18 points. This is NPR.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include Indeed.
Ну, в общем, из тех двух новостей, которые мы услышали, что, во-первых, США краем заденет ураган, но он будет не сильный, а во-вторых, как обычно, перепалка между демократами и консерваторами, республиканцами, то есть, по поводу того, что Дональд Трамп собирается выделить деньги для того, чтобы бороться с нелегалами из Мексики на южных границах, а спикер Нижней палаты парламента американского говорит, что вот ты сволочь какая, ты тратишь деньги, собираешься тратить деньги на пограничную службу, в то время как у тебя под угрозой Пуэрто-Рико. Ну, в общем, все как обычно, у них не скучно, однозначно. Я всем откланиваюсь, всем отличного дня и счастливо. Пока.